day 26 of the boot camp. I feel like we're pretty much getting near towards the end of like mixing stuff, I think. Yeah, we got like this and then like mastering. And then obviously I show you guys how to create presets, but that's not really about like mixing and stuff. So we're getting towards the end. So by now you guys should have a little bit of a good understanding of what exactly it takes to make a good sound, good song. Mix. I should know how to do that if you guys been messing around with, like I said, doing your homework. So what exactly is reverb and delay? We kind of talked about that in the first couple of episodes, very in the beginning. I said it's not actually delay, it's actually reverb and all that. So another guys can tell off rip. There's delay. And a reverb. So let's mute everything. Let's start with no reverb. No reverb. This is what my audio sounds like, bro. But showing off the auto tune as well. This is what my audio sounds like. All right. Where's reverb? You're different. Yeah. Hear that? Let's boost it up a lot. Yeah. Woo. Hear that? That's reverb. This is a pure reverb. Let's go for something crazy. That's reverb right there. What is delay? Delay is this. Yo. Hey, what's good? Mute that. See, that is delay. So reverb was like spacious sounding. And then delay is when the audio is like boom, like it delays, alright? So how should you use reverb and delay? Let's start with the simpler one, delay. You grab something like Echo Boy, is my personal favorite. And as you can tell, it's with the BPM. 140. That's important. Because you want to make sure it goes on time with the song, that way it can be falling on the same time, alright? That way, that's why when I go like this, right? And if we change the echo time, we can make the delay happen faster. Yeah. One. So you can tell it's going as the tick. Then if we do it even faster, on 8. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. It just goes really fast. It starts sounding like a reverb almost. Yeah. Kind of sounds like it almost. Not really. Alright, let's put it on like one note. One. Because that's delay. You can also make it go left to right. Yo. You know who you dial up? Pink Panther. Hey. Rhythm echoes are like a little bit different. Yeah. It was good. Yeah. Woo. Talk that shit like go. Yeah, tell them be like bro. Yeah, I don't care, bro. Yeah, I don't care, bro. There's many ways you can play around with freaking delay. But make sure most of the time you'll be using either half note or quarter note. That's what that means here. If you go anywhere else, you're gonna be off time. So, and then obviously for reverb. How should you use reverb? You wanna use reverb, but not a lot. Cause you go over crazy and then you play with the song. Yeah! Yeah! That's too much reverb. Yeah! like something crazy, like, like that. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. I know it's like this. Hey, it's so nice. You see, it doesn't sound that good. So you don't want to do a lot. You want to put it to something small, short. How you do it? You got a plate or whatever. If you're using a different reverb, let's grab a different one, like vintage verb. All right, decay basically means like how long the reverb would sound like. So let me show you. So, yes, you're in a very big cave right now. We had no idea what I just said. I said I'm in a big cave right now. All right. So basically, the bigger the delay, the bigger the space. Hey. So right now, I'm actually in the restroom. The size a little bit. Yeah. Now it really sounds like I'm in the restroom. Bring up the decay. Play around with the depth. Kind of like a delay almost. Crazy. How would you use a reverb? Literally, I would say the best way that you guys don't mess around with it too crazy. Go play around with the presets. Vocal preset. Kind of putting your vocals in the space. Then you will lower it down here with the routing that we talked about before. And then that's pretty much it. Like that. So listen, this is with it on. Yeah. But it's supposed to add your voice, your vocals in a space. Just like how your instruments are in a space. A lot of it has maybe a little bit of reverb, a little bit of delay, a little bit of doubler, flanger. Basically just making it sound more like it's a vocal singing in the room or in the space that is with the vocal. That's how you use reverb. Without it, let me show you what the vocal would sound like without any of that. Might sound barely different, but long term, it might be something that what you're missing. Alright, you hear that? It sounds good. But with reverb, it will sound more realistic, like it's in there with it. Alright, you guys probably won't be able to hear the difference, but you'll feel the difference. Let's mute it without the beat. Too bad, girl, I know you're mad. Yeah, too bad, yeah, I know your friends. Yeah, too bad, yeah, I seen your bed. Yeah, too bad, yeah, too bad. Hey, I don't know if I know ya. She will come right back like I told you. Give me one more chance, cause I love you. Give me one more chance just to know ya. I'm trying to move. Alright, so basically adds your vocal into the space, which is better to fit your vocal into the space of the song, into the song. Alright, so basically the number one rule I would say, just don't go overboard with the reverb or the delay, especially the delay. There's a little bonus for you guys that made it all the way towards the end of this video, how to sidechain your delay and potentially your reverb as well. So basically what you would do, a lot of you guys should know how to route already. All you gotta do is basically click here, Boom. So basically, how to sidechain is you grab yourself. So basically, you're gonna have the effect first and then the limiter. So how this will work is you route it like I did. Grab whatever limiter compressor. We're gonna be using fruity limiter. Make sure it's not on limit, it's on compressor. And automatically it'll recognize that something is being routed into it. If you have multiple, make sure you go in order, right? And process it goes by the number. So since here, put it on 1. Make sure you put the ratio all the way up. Attack down, release down, sustain. Basically means immediately once I start talking, it'll start pushing the delay down. The moment I stop talking, I'll let the delay come back up. With a strong ratio, that means it'll do like a heavy job. Then threshold, because my vocals are really soft, it has to go really low. Alright, because if I have it like this, if you guys can hear it, hello, I'm talking over the delay, basically. Versus if I put it all the way down. As of right now, if I keep talking up, you can't hear the delay, right? Yeah. And when I stop, it goes back up. But the reason I like to put it a little bit is that way whenever you like kind of stop, especially during singing, sometimes you want a little bit of that delay to come through. You still hear in the background, but it's not like overly crazy. Which is exactly what we want. That's how you use reverb and delay. You can do the same thing with your reverb, but sometimes it's needed, sometimes it's not. If you're doing like the weekend singing type and you like that a lot of reverb, then I would say you would use it. That way it doesn't sound muddy. But if you're just getting a little bit like I am right now, it's not really a big deal. So with that being said, there's no limits to what you can do. Lock in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.